Okay, so just give me a sec to fix names, and so we'll be back. Well, we're back right now, but I'll let the players know they're good to go. So hopefully this is a little longer, a little more interactive. A little unfortunate. Again, so that's 404 to his mana base, having to play against. Well, no, they didn't play against Shops last week, but he just. I just want to see it happen. I just want to see the twin happen.
The twin happen.
I just want to see the twin happen. Come on, next week. I just want to see twin
uh,
happen.
it's awesome when Jeremy Beaver starts doing it because he like doesn't enunciate it correctly, so he starts saying naked dudes, but he's saying make a dude, but it sounds like naked dudes. So he just keeps saying naked dudes,
You
and
should
you're
get.
like, what are you? Why are you saying naked dudes? And he's like naked dudes, and you're like, I don't understand what you're saying, and he's like pointing at his card as he's making it, and you're like, oh okay, you
Hmm.
make a dude. I don't know.
Did you get into the game?
What was that?
Did you get into the game?
Oh, the new one.
Yeah, there's a new one up.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Just fall off of Brian or Josh.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, cool. Go for it.
It wasn't a password for me anyway.
Maybe it's just a password to play. I don't
Okay.
know. There's a dog yelling. Sorry about the dog. All right. So hopefully start up the game so we can get going. So hopefully this is a little more interactive. Hopefully both players draw lands. But then
Yeah.
again, Brian
Yeah,
always
people actually cast some spells.
I mean, you casted a couple. Casted that
you and
ancestral
Matt was
recall.
kind of mad as screwed in the last game.
Sorry. I want to make sure I spell Josh's name correctly. So what do hands look like?
Um, Brian's is definitely a keep. Josh's is also a keep. Who won the die roll?
Um,
Brian won the die
I
roll.
won the die roll, of course.
So I like, yeah. Brian has a lot of counter magic, and Josh's hand is just not going to go anywhere because of that. But Brian also doesn't have. Brian also has one land, so Brian's got to draw something.
I mean, Brian's just gonna draw land off the top,
Oh yeah, yeah.
right?
No, it's gonna be like Lotus off the top, and he's gonna Jason for it too. The Stalkcast is gonna walk into either he's gonna go top, and the top's gonna eat a misstep.
Yes.
The Stalkcast is gonna eat a Flusterstorm or a Mindbreak Trap.
Oh, it's double misstep. So he's gonna.
Yeah.
So he's gonna go top. He might not misstep top. He might just want to save it, or might not fight back.
I think he's gonna misstep the top.
The matchup's pretty slow.
And top is a really good card,
Yeah.
especially on the play.
Well, he's on the
And he
draw,
has
but
two
yeah.
missteps.
Yeah. Well, does he misstep back? Does he misstep the misstep to make sure that the top gets countered? Okay, that's a snap misstep.
Yeah, maybe not.
So does he want to, or does he just let it? Well,
I think
he wants
to.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he
Okay.
does not want this top on the table.
No, this is what I think he's just gonna let it resolve. Yeah, he's cool with it. So that's third artifact.
No, he countered it.
Oh, he did. Oh, okay.
He let the missteps resolve first.
Let them resolve.
And then
Of course.
he doesn't want to get blown up by something. I guess. Keeps the stack clean.
I mean, also, I just want to say, Brian has Ancient Grudge in his opening hand.
Oh yeah. He does.
I mean, I made that call a half hour ago, but
I know.
He didn't draw land though, so it wasn't both calls. Now he actually can go seat
Okay.
Mox.
So Brian not drawing a land is huge for Josh.
Yeah.
Because not getting that Ancient Grudge online is once that Ancient Grudge gets online, Josh's mana base is gone.
It was interesting that Josh didn't play the second Mox. I think he was playing around Mindbreak Trap. like successfully playing around Mind Break Trap. I didn't even realize that initially they
Yeah,
didn't
yeah,
play the
yeah.
Mox before passing. But then what if you even have Mind Break Trap a
So this
Mox?
this can get Flusterstormed because he already cast a spell this turn. So Flusterstorm is for 3.
Right. And he doesn't have much left. And it's just
And I probably go. I mean, I definitely go for it from Brian. He has
yeah.
2 cards in his hand.
I mean they're good ones.
Yeah, the good ones,
They're good
right?
ones, but yeah, it's
He's going to Yawgmoth's next turn if Brian does not draw anything.
Yawgmoth's would yield. I mean, would he Yawgmoth's for just the top? Oh, makes form for us.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, he doesn't have
Yeah,
much.
right.
Lucky he has Ancestral in there. If he had Ancestral, maybe I would go for it. He doesn't draw
And this
land again, but he has a
actually
lot of
doesn't even matter.
interaction.
That was a Flusterstorm again.
Yeah, the Mox with nothing. Just yeah, he's just gonna hold it.
He can play the Mox to get Force online.
Oh yeah, true.
So you probably do it.
He
Brian still
agrees
needs
with
the
you.
mana source. There's the mana source. Okay,
So
so
you grudge, or so this is
I'm
what does he
not
want
really
to
sure what he
fetch?
does. What he I don't I personally would probably play that. I play nothing. I would just want my Flusterstorm up, but and then Grudge into the turn. But I don't know what Brian's gonna do.
Well, Grudge bottlenecks him, right? Because he has to get the tropical, and then the Seeker is stuck in
It's
his
stuck in his
hand.
hand.
Unless he just wants to say, "I don't care about
Unless he just lets it sit
flashback."
in the graveyard, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. If he just doesn't care about the flashback. He's gonna hit the blue source if nothing happens.
he can hit both blue sources actually. No, he
Josh is
can't. Never mind.
Josh is building up that mana base.
Yeah,
So I probably play that. I would have played that Flooded Strand.
I can cut him off from blue.
Yes,
Yeah,
he should grudge the seat. Okay. Yeah, he's gonna hold it. I guess he figures that there's 5 mana sources on Josh's side. He's not gonna mana deny him. He's just gonna save the grudge for something more impactful.
he doesn't play the Sylvan because he wants a third land for Flusterstorm. That makes sense.
Yeah, he wants to keep this Flusterstorm mana up. He's playing conservatively.
He's 100% respecting Hardcast Force, which is really kind of his only play. There was no probes played, right? Yeah, no. So he has no idea what's in
No,
his
they have no
hand.
idea what each other's hands are. Alright, he's a preordain. You definitely have to use the preordain.
Yeah, you really need to find some more land. You
Because
still
the
have.
Flusterstorm is still online if you preordain.
He's just willing to be patient again. Sit there on 2 lands.
I mean, the only reason to hold not preordain is to keep grudge up so that he can grudge a time vault key if the vault key gets dropped on him. Yeah, that's about it.
Um.
I think that's the only situation
Yeah.
where he needs grudge up on Josh's turn.
So he did go for the tropical, looking for a flashback and things. So I guess Seeker's probably just not gonna do anything for a while.
Yeah, he didn't. Seeker's better when he actually can play it, and not like tap out, I guess. So his hand was not really conducive to that Seeker or that Sylvan. He wants the Sylvan on the table. That's
Yeah.
the card that he wants to cast right now. That's why he's getting the Trop.
He wants to Sylvan and he wants to protect it, and so he didn't just run it out there into Hardcast Force as well.
Yeah, or he wants to be able to pass with counter magic up still, because the trap isn't really reliable.
Yeah. Okay, so he preordained. He looked at both. He kept them, and one of the cards was Black Lotus. So next turn, depending on the card, I'm assuming it's a land if he kept it on top, because he just needs mana, like a land or a Mox. So this is interesting. So he really has nothing to fight this Mentor with. He can actually go Mentor and then go Time Walk, which he's probably going to stop the Time Walk, but that's still a token. That's still really good.
He can't cast the Mentor.
But he's fetching right now. He's gonna
okay.
get a Tundra.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. Mentor Time Walk, and then next turn he has Yogg Will Time Walk, which is it's really big.
Well, he gets a top then, so he can just make a whole bunch of guys.
No, does I mean he casts a lot of there's a lot of guys.
Yeah,
Does
he'll
he
make
mind
a
break
bunch
trap this? I guess is the question.
Well,
He's gonna have a
he
mind
can
break trap on something.
hard cast it. That's true, but that puts him completely off his plan. And he technically, Josh could force pitching Time Walk. He doesn't have to play Time Walk. Like he can just pitch it. Getting this mentor into play seems really good. Because if he breaks Lotus for Mind Break Chap, you have to know he doesn't have Force of Will. He would happily Force of Will, especially with all those cards in his hand. So doing this Mind Break Chap would be a pretty telling play, a very big all in. Because he wants that Lotus to play Jace with Flusterstorm backup.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense.
He's thinking on this. He's tanking pretty hard on this. And technically it also is white mana.
Yes, he's definitely thinking about Mind Break Chapping it. So
yeah, this is a tough decision.
He sees that Josh has 3 cards in hand. He sees that Josh has 3 mana still. So this mentor is definitely going to get followed up by something, which means he's getting at least 1 token.
Yeah.
And he's going to let it go.
Lets it go.
So,
and then
I mean, Brian's in a horrible situation right now.
Yeah.
Really.
This mentor
He just did not draw mana. Sadly, I mean, we were talking about having another good game. We've had now three out of 3 games where one player just doesn't draw mana.
To be fair, Brian did keep the 7-card 1-land hand.
I mean, his hand was very good, though.
Yeah.
You can't really expect to not draw any lands. He stalled out Josh for what, like 4 or 5 turns here?
Yeah. So he makes a Monk Man, and then
Flusterstorm that, so he's gonna get the turn back right away.
Yeah.
And now he gets to put down the Jace or the Seeker.
I mean, do you think he brainstorms? Do you think he bounces?
Would he bounce?
The mentor. He's gonna lose the Jace if he brainstorms. Does he really want 4 mana brainstorm?
Bounces, he's gonna lose the Jace too. Because if he bounces, then the monk,
it's 2 and 1 spell.
The other monk just needs 1 spell to kill it. All right, well, he gets a Time Walk. I don't know if that's good for him.
You go
knowing Brian, he probably is thinking Sylvan Time Walk.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's necessarily right, but
no, he really wants that Jace on the table, and that's what he kept on top from his preordained.
Brian goes with. The problem with the Jace is it just gets killed, so you get like 1 brainstorm out of it. The Sylvan he can't draw extra cards off actually though, because there's a monk on the table.
Yeah,
he can't really damage to himself.
He can't do that, but this is tough. He really needs to draw a land or 2.
Really, really bad situation.
Yeah.
He can go Seeker Time Walk. Seeker Time Walk, he needs to top deck something then.
Yeah, no, Seeker's definitely not the fight he wants to do.
Seeker and Time Walk, if he draws a Gush or a Preordain or a Probe or anything off the top, I mean, even as the Ancient Grudge, I guess, he can start getting in there and try to race these mentors if he doesn't think Josh has a lot in his hand. I mean, little does he know that Josh has a Yawgmoth's Will and it's going to make an absurd number of tokens, but he goes to the Jace.
Yeah, Jace probably brainstorm. He just needs to find something. Gush would be huge.
Yeah, I brainstorm. Yeah.
Gush is huge.
I mean, you could bounce Mentor, but I think that's too conservative, given how far behind he is. If he draws a Mox right now, he just plays a Time Walk, right?
Mox or lands, yeah. Or Gush.
Yeah,
there's the Gush.
That's a Gush.
Gush and land. And then another land.
So you can put back the island, and you can put back...
Seeker.
Sylvan, probably.
No, he wants the Sylvan. Well, I guess if he has Jace, he doesn't care about Sylvan. But then he wants to shuffle.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how valuable Seeker is, honestly, right now, but I don't know.
Well, his opponent has a prowess card, so it's nothing. It's just a white grizzly bear that doesn't... It's a... Was it Fresh Recruit? What's the card? The 2/2 for 1 and a white.
It has prowess and lifelink. So it can try to race, but...
Oh, he doesn't want the Mindbreak Trap. Puts back Mindbreak Trap and the island. So he's gonna fetch land, play out the Time Walk, get another Jace activation. So he might have pulled himself back into this game, but it depends on what his top 1, 2, 3... Oh, he's Time Walking. So 4, 5, 6. He can look at 6 cards next turn, which is a lot of cards. So is it both? It's interesting. Both Time Walks have been played, but both Ancestrals have not been played. Usually the other way around, from what I usually see. He sees another Gush. He technically can cast both of them, but he doesn't want to put himself behind that far. And Josh has a bunch of lands. He still hasn't seen his hand, though. If he tries to go a bit aggressive and try to go, like, Grudge 2 Moxes, all it does is set up his...
No, he's gonna float mana on Gush here.
Yeah.
and then he's gonna brainstorm, and he's gonna get
Yeah,
a bunch
C
of stuff going on. And
D6
we'll see.
cards.
We'll see. Brian can easily just go off right now. He's
Yeah.
got a lot going on.
So he gets an
I don't really
actual
like not
brainstorm.
floating blue there, but because now he draws the brainstorm, and if you draw any filter there, you want to probably cast that before using the Jace. But he gets green and white.
Yeah.
I guess to play the Seeker or
Uh,
this library.
by the way, the card was Fresh Volunteers. I was thinking of. So bounce mentor play seeker is yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's what you can do.
So that he can
And then
block the monk.
She's just gonna drop a land probably, and then save the brainstorm for next turn with the gush.
You can get some
gets
prowess and some life back.
Yeah,
I think Sylvan is pretty good.
yeah, he can play Sylvan and Seeker though.
Yeah, I think he wants
He
to
has no
leave
counter
up.
magic anymore.
He wants to
Unless
leave
he's
a
leaving up the
brainstorm
grudge.
or the grudge or
Yeah, he can't leave the
brainstorm.
grudge up.
So if Josh could draw a lot here, I think this.
Josh could blow him out right now with that Yawgmoth's Will.
Yeah,
Oh.
if he goes for it. So his graveyard isn't too exciting, but it's still got
He just draws a seat.
yeah, he just draws an artifact lands. If he wants to Yawgmoth's Well, he can go top.
He casts everything in his graveyard. So
Yeah.
he gets a top, a thought cast, a time walk, and a land. I mean, it's a value Yawgmoth's Will, but it also powers his monk through on that Jace. So then Brian has to sacrifice the Seeker or the Jace. He doesn't have any other lines. He doesn't have any other way to pump that monk.
Right, or just because he can't just bounce off. Yeah, so the monk is kind of stuck in his hand for a couple turns. If you had drawn like some, even Mox.
Well, how much
Opal
mana does he
would've
have? He
been
has 7. He has 7, so he gets 1 back from his graveyard.
good. Yeah, so
He gets 1 back from his graveyard, so he's gonna have 7 in total.
yeah,
The,
so
the monk and the Yawgmoth's Will, yeah, I mean that's not gonna be. Yeah, that's not gonna be enough. He can only cast like a thought cast off his Yawgmoth's Will then, which would give him. Yeah, but I really do not like just passing with just playing monk and passing. I don't think that's being proactive enough.
no, he really wants to leverage this Yawgmoth's Well into something big. Unless he's he's going for a mentor. If he had like I don't know if he had top deck Lotus there, that would have been this would have been a pretty insane turn. That probably would have been the game, but I guess you can't count on one ofs for outs. This like it's been a good amount of turns, and this Yawgmoth's Well is still unimpressive, which is saying a lot for the draw. Josh, I kind of like the all mana draw, and then Brian had a bunch of cards in hand, and then drew out of the mana screw. So with Jace, Gush, Jace, well, he didn't Jace twice, but with a lot of card filtering, he's definitely sculpted his hand into something way better.
Yeah, Brian had like 1 turn to draw something, and he drew it. So
yeah. Land, Mox, Talia. So no counterspell for him, and then he doesn't have much. He really just has the Seeker. Keep in mind, Josh is still playing a Tezzerator deck. He still has Vault Key plus Tezzerate in his deck, and he's just sort of drawn. He's investing into the mentor half of it.
So when this mentor resolves, do you think he goes for the Yawgmoth's Will or not? I mean, I think he should, but
Yawgmoth's Will makes a token? He can't even cast the Time Walk.
Yeah, but the problem I guess with I don't know. My problem with passing back is that you're basically just in this
playing into
Jace again.
You can
just Jace bounce your mentor, and then you're back at square one again. Yeah, it just keeps happening, and you're just letting him get all this mana and all this action. Obviously, he's doing a lot of stuff now with his gushes and everything else. You get 2 tokens, or you get 1 token from the Yawgmoth's Will, you get 1 token from the Thoughtcast, and you get 2 cards. You get a monk that's a 3/3. You can swing into his. You can swing into his Seeker and make him trade.
Will he trade? Actually, it's he's just passing. I think he wants to get a big Yawgmoth's Will where he casts Time Walk.
Yeah, he just wants to try to end the game with the Time Walk, right?
But then again, Brian just minus
Brian
ones.
Just Brian just Jace bounces again. Josh gets 1 more mana next turn, I guess, on that play and that line, which lets him Time Walk.
Yeah, that's true. Time Walk he wants. So he has to. So he's Brian's sort of stuck right now, having.
But he doesn't know
that
that Brian's about to play Thalia, and that's going to end it.
Yeah, and all the fun. Yeah.
Yeah, Thalia, Jace, Gush, Seeker. I mean, Seeker's gonna be attacking for a bunch of life. This is not gonna go well for Josh now.
I think he can. Josh can put Brian on no force of will because he would have stopped the mentor back on the way back down. Well, I guess Flusterstorm. Has he played both
Well,
Flusterstorms, or he's put one back? He's played both Flusterstorms. Oh,
yeah, but he's gonna get the Gush right here. I mean, you
yeah,
don't really. He's gonna have 3 new cards.
yep. So he saw a new one, a repeat one, because he cast Brainstorm, and now he's going for. Hey, he gets a Tundra out. He can't do much with his Thalia. Thalia and Jace doesn't make sense. Jace costs 5.
If you talk to Brian, he says that Thalia's main purpose in life is protecting Jace and Ancestral Recall. That's what she was designed to do in his mind.
You know, like that is literally a sphere. The thing he hates the most. But if it's on a white creature, it's oh no, it's okay.
No, he doesn't even like Thalia. I don't know. I don't get it. One day he hates Thalia, the next day he doesn't. He loves it. Next day he's playing it in his blue deck.
I guess he has 2 Thalias in his deck because he has Grand Arbiter.
It's really good Storm hate though. I mean, when you're playing a deck with all this counter magic and then also a Thalia, Storm can't really beat you, and that's the reason why he's on it right now.
Has he even
It's
open?
a Storm in the metagame.
Oh no, this is Ancient Grudge. Oh no, it's Sylvan.
He loves that card.
Sylvan first. Yeah. He's looking to gain some life. Maybe
Yeah,
not.
Life.
He doesn't want to gain life because then Jace will get attacked.
Well, he's dropping the Thalia.
Maybe, unless he wants to leave Ancient Grudge open.
Huh.
Like, he doesn't know his opponent has will. His opponent just has. He's just going to replay Mentor. He doesn't know he's going to go Mentor, Yogg Will, Time Walk.
But I don't know. He also knows his opponent's just building up mana. Like, his opponent top decks anything, he still has no answer to the Mentor. So if his opponent top decks any card, he has 3 mana plus Mentor.
He doesn't want his Gush to cost 1. I'm not sure. That seeing nothing like a lot of our calls right here are because we know we have this Yawgmoth's Will looming, and
oh yeah.
Like, Brian has not probed it. Like, if this was a probe,
everyone's being a lot. I mean, I'm a very aggressive player too, so I'm usually gonna I'm usually gonna talk up the most aggressive line. They're being very conservative.
yeah, waiting a turn is just true. It does turn on being able to time walk, but like a Yawgmoth's Will that just gets you a time walk, the best Yawgmoth's Will. Oh, he plays the land out of his hand, so he's probably not playing the Yawgmoth's Will. Gonna go Mentor, and then Brian's gonna Gush again. I'm assuming. If he's bounced it twice, he doesn't. All right, so he guess he's fine with Jace being 3 unsummons. Oh no, it brainstormed once. Never mind.
He gets a Force of Will online now if he wants to pass.
Yeah.
So now is a situation where it's actually might be okay to pass.
Well, I mean, he's just gonna make him pick up Mentor again.
Yeah, but it kills his Jace, and then now that kills his Jace, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, the first couple times I wouldn't necessarily have done it, but now it's probably a better decision.
Yeah. He really just wants to get a turn where he has all of his mana untapped, and then he goes for the Yogg Will.
Yeah.
That's 1 spell. Yawgmoth's Will is 2 spells, so he's not even worrying about Mindbreak Trap here. Oh, looks like he's going for it. Or not.
Thinking about it.
Take it back.
Now, why does he shouldn't have played the land then.
Yeah, he shouldn't have played the land then. He just took away drawing a card, essentially. Makes a monk. Yawgmoth says you get a time walk. That might be enough. Yeah. Who knows?
It's literally he's playing Time Warp right now.
Yeah, yes. Should just put Time Warp in this deck, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's the no untap card.
What is that? Savor the Moment.
Savor the Moment.
Is that it?
I feel like it's something like that. I feel like Matt will know.
Savor the Moment might be a red card.
It sounds either blue or red. Either one could work. So Brian's gushing.
It is Savor the Moment, yeah. Take an extra turn, skip your on tap.
I mean, it doesn't sound too bad when you have prowess. Then next you
Yeah,
just make a
it's not.
token, savor the moment, whoosh.
I mean, it's like giving them haste, and but resetting all your prowess triggers, so that's less good.
All right. No, no savor the moment. Savor the moment's good when you play stasis, right?
We can
No.
play fervor. um,
All right, so Brian just concedes in the face of that. He could see a bunch of monks and he gushed into nothing. So the monks will come and then Jace will die. And yeah, that was. I agree with that concession. So
yeah,
guess we'll go to decks. So we'll do Brian's deck first because he always messes with me because of how much space it takes to write in all of his one ofs. I think we mentioned last week he's probably never entered a tournament. We didn't use the back side of the deck reg sheet.
is he turning in paper copies? What?
No, it's just making it because
He's mailing these to you. I know he's old, but
he texted me on them on his BlackBerry, of course. So he's got a slice and dice, which is pretty good. You can do that in response to prowess triggers, or just on his own turn. Hope his opponent doesn't play something. Thalia, second Thalia probably, but then once again, like what you're saying about that being Plan B, like he did Plan B. Like keep in mind, he is a Tezzerator deck. He is a
yeah.
time vault, win, take infinite turns, kill
Oh
you
yeah, yeah,
deck.
yeah. I agree. Yeah, that was Plan B. Well, Plan A got demolished. He
Well,
ate like what?
he
He
drew
ate
the
two
ancient
cluster
grudge.
storms and a yeah,
Like he,
and two missteps. So like that was Plan A. Plan A, four counter spells. So
yes,
your Plan A is working at least remotely well. You know, it's working well if you're eating four counter spells. I think. So
yes. All right, so we'll go. I guess we didn't even go with sideboarding. So ley line of sanctity, rest in peace, Hercules recall, disenchant, dismember, swords, annul, and I guess swords and EE seem pretty good. Although EE kills all your own
oh,
guys
this
if
is
you play it.
Josh's.
Yeah.
Um,
Gosh, just have balance in this deck. I forgot about that.
he doesn't want Leyline of Sanctity. He doesn't want Hercules. He doesn't want Rest in Peace.
No,
Disenchant, maybe.
maybe.
Um, Dismember and Swords, probably. Um, yeah, I mean, I could see Josh bringing in anywhere between 0 and 6.
Wow, that is mean. So Josh draws Vault Key with no lands.
Yeah,
Ah,
that's a mulligan.
that is such a harsh mulligan. And then he puts into two white cards.
A library, which is going to be
Library.
turned on his turn
Turn
2.
turn two, yeah.
He's on the draw.
He's gonna
So
scry. Let's see what it
I think
is.
that has to be a keep. I mean, it's not a very good hand for Josh.
No.
He does nothing. He sits there for like the first like 3 turns of the game.
I mean the key just gets misstepped, right? So it's a nice draw. It's funny, but it's yeah. Although he does have another handful of restricted cards, which is
Yeah.
of all of the
I mean, it's his
like
whole deck, but
like what's the biggest joke about vintage is you just add four force of wills to the restricted list.
uh,
So he
yeah,
gets
let's restrict force of will.
I mean that was a joke from a while ago, but yeah,
Okay.
some decks feel like that. His deck kind of feels like that. Just don't want
Um,
to go
yeah.
as fast as possible. So Brian's hand doesn't do anything for a while. His only counterspell
Well,
is
he gets a
misstep.
probe here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brian sees that hand and he wants to do something now.
I mean,
He
why
definitely sees
does
it. He definitely sees that Josh is not doing anything for a while. So,
well, I mean, like, if both people are doing nothing, what's the best thing to have? It's definitely Library of Alexandria. Unless you draw Thalia. Just draw
yeah,
Thalia.
it's not particularly awesome here, but
Even
um,
then, actually, Thalia's not that bad. If he wants to leverage on the library plan,
yeah.
and if he can get off a pretty nice balance if he does Ojutai and Thalia.
Yeah, the problem is that the library is not active right away.
Right, it's going to be
So
active
he has
next
to play the
turn.
library and pass,
Yeah.
and he's already on the draw. So Brian's literally getting, or he's just gonna not play anything, I guess,
No, he'll
for
just
the rest
draw
of
and
the
play
game.
a land.
Yeah. So he's taking that line, and then this is gonna be, so
Okay, so
I don't really understand how Thalia works in this deck, so I don't know if he plays it here or if he gushes or if he holds it and gushes next turn, or I don't know what's
um,
going on with that.
I don't think he goes for. I don't think he goes for Thalia because Thalia makes the game last longer, and that's not what you want against your opponent with Library of
Right.
Alexandria. So this seemed pretty simple. Draw, play lands, standard library. I like the signifier that you're drawing a card.
Yeah.
Ooh, another force. He's got double force. He has two white cards he can't cast. I mean, just pass, yeah. So
Oh,
Brian,
Josh is well set up now. Yeah.
yeah.
Brian's gonna gush.
Does he want to gush right now? It takes him off
Yeah.
of being able to play Jace. Yeah,
He doesn't have a land. He doesn't have a
true.
third land, so he's got a gush there. Um, it's a time walk on a flooded strand. His hand's kind of not great because he has a 4-drop and a 5-drop that Thalia and this is what I mean. Like its cards don't synergize well. It just kind of like jams a bunch of good cards in a big pile and plays them.
I mean, it works. It works. It works for him. It works for him.
His championship deck was very well synergied, which is why and then he won there.
Yeah. So what do you discard here? Misstep, I guess. Yeah, misstep. He took a time walk turn, and then he chose a force. That's pretty good. It depends on how long he wants to play. So he's got two more turns of land drops, then he can play Jace, and then he wants to have a counterspell war over Jace, and then he want to wait another turn. Ugh.
I mean, there's a library out. You can't be sitting around too long.
Right? Game plan is though. Like at least Thalia, if he played it, it would be attacking. You know,
Yeah. Um,
if he's gonna
the
library
problem
on
is
upkeep.
it's not going to put enough pressure to really make Josh want to shut off his library,
Yeah.
and then it slows Brian down from getting his Jace.
Right, so he's got land and then mana vault to keep under library. Yeah, it's
Yeah. Well,
this library is
I would
huge.
I'd probably do land and land and mana vault. Yeah, that's right. You could do land and time vault.
No, he wants to do mana vault. I mean, he's gonna get misstep, but like he cares. That's a snap misstep. Oh, he casts it. Yeah. He's just I don't know. Main phase, yeah. Main phase, Library of Alexandria.
I mean, I saved the library for my opponent's turn at this point because then it
Yeah.
lets you force and then library again. But yeah, he's being a little more aggressive with it.
He's gonna probe.
There's the
New cards. Yep, he's double force. A pretty solid hand. He sees the balance again. I don't know if he's playing around balance.
I mean, the balance is irrelevant now. Josh is not going to cast that.
Yeah.
He's way too hard. He's way too far ahead in cards. I think at
Yeah.
this point to realistically balance.
Balance for Wrath would not be very good. Okay.
I mean, Brian can't really do anything. He's just gonna play a land and pass.
Yeah. He's trying to set up. Oh, stacking at main phase. I think now he goes for Thalia, or did he have something put back? Not sure for the main phase crack.
Maybe he just wants to make sure he doesn't forget
Maybe.
to shuffle.
Oh,
He's going for Thalia.
Thalia shuts off his Flusterstorm. It does not shut off his Force of Will.
Shuts off his Flusterstorm. It stops him from playing Jace next turn. Yeah, I really don't like that.
I don't know. It's in his deck, right? He's got to play it.
It is. It is in his deck. Yeah. I guess he figures the Jace is just gonna get eaten by a force anyway. So let's just throw down my Thalia.
I mean,
I mean, doing that probe, he has to realize, things are not going to go well right now.
yeah, it's gonna take him a little while, but he can piece it together.
Yeah, I just draw for my turn here instead of I don't want a library there, but he's gonna library. He really wants to hit that land drop.
Yeah, we just mocks for his troubles. Double mocks. They both cost one.
Yeah. So you go Ruby, and then you cast the Jet off the Ruby.
Yeah.
I guess it doesn't really matter the order. He has no black or red cards in his hand.
Oh, chain mocks is together, right? It's like he's playing against workshops.
Yeah.
Gain a mox into a mox. Yeah. So it, regardless of disagreements of where he's playing, the order he's playing his library, but he still is getting really far ahead and getting
Oh
permanent
yeah,
mana
yeah,
for it.
yeah. It doesn't really matter at this point because Brian's just not drawing anything. Um, he's just drawing very passive cards into this library.
Yeah. Now
It's
he's
just a short
dealing
term.
damage, so hopefully that's something.
Yeah, he hits for two.
he,
That's
hit,
turn clock.
he attacks for two. First strike, too. First strike damage.
Oh yeah.
He snapped to that combat phase. Come on, let me attack you.
Oh my god, I got to do something in this game. That's what Brian's thinking right now.
Not even tap off for Ojitai doesn't even work either because his Thalia locks him out from being able to force for protection. So he just draws for his draw step. So now he's leaving the library for end of turn.
Yeah. So now, I mean, I guess because now Brian has the chance to play Jace. He doesn't know he has it in his hand, but he knows that it's a possibility. So it's gonna be a DAC. So he gets to draw up to 8, force of will the DAC.
Yeah, well, he's gonna attack first. Of course, you play your spell second main
Oh
phase.
yeah, 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 yeah. Brian, yeah. Well, I was just assuming the attack was happening, but okay, no, all right, he's gonna
Nope.
pass again.
I'm gonna pass again. All right. So he's like, "Come on, Thalia, we're winning this game. Let's go."
All right, so he's leaning. He's just gonna try to swing 10 times Athalia and have a force of two force
It
wells and a
works.
flusterstorm.
What if it works?
He apparently has no plan on casting any of these other cards in his deck.
You don't need anything else. Oh, he's thirsting it at a turn. Interesting.
You just need Thalia and counter magic.
You just snap Flusterstorm, right? At this point, it's just card filtering. He does have a white source available off of that flooded strand. So he can just plow the Thalia if he really wants to. And he doesn't really. Oh, draws Lotus. And. Oh, 3 cards. There we go. Flusterstorm, Lotus, Mental Misstep. Discards Time Vault. Yep, he's got a new plan. In case Brown was wondering, he's just a Mentor deck now. Man, if he just wanted to play it like this, he just played Mentor. Right?
No, I mean it's a no because he can still combo you.
Yes, so.
He wants mentor with a combo, with an actual real combo, not just like mentor and a bunch of spells.
So Mentor only
I,
costs 3, and then you could pay 1 and play Lotus. So this is going to be a Force of Will fight.
which is Josh is going to win, maybe. I don't
Well,
know.
Josh actually can only play 2. Well, Brian can play 2 as well.
Yeah, this tax effects are
Plus, so he
is
will.
relevant.
He
Yeah, he's
can.
gonna go. It depends on whether he wants to tap the library for mana or he just wants to keep drawing cards off of it.
True. No, because that's 3. That's with it. So he can play 3. Oh, is he gonna be flush? Okay, so
Yeah, he could force it through. No,
Josh is to start the stack. That's
yeah,
that's
he could,
definitely
yeah,
for sure.
he can force it through if he wants to. He has to tap the library, so it's gonna get countered if he does not.
Agree with tapping. See the sign out there.
Tapping your blue source.
Yeah, and he's got those moxes that don't do anything. Oh.
I was rethinking it.
Tanking pretty hard. So it could just. Well, he's got a million cards in hand. He's gonna have to discard. Thinking like the ability to just pass, but he's got way too many cards in hand to pass.
Tom Bryan only has 3 counter spells. Josh also has 3 counter spells.
Well, he's got Flusterstorm versus so Mentor, Force Pitch
I mean,
Force,
Josh's hand is
Flusterstorm,
decimated
Flusterstorm.
if he tries to if he uses all 3 forces though.
Yeah.
So I probably don't do that.
He's going for Lotus first. Okay, Lotus helps him pay for taxing. That makes sense. Does he just break Lotus for Mentor, or what does he want to do? Yeah, so
what is he, I mean, I would not have played the Lotus there, so I
yeah.
don't really know where he's going with this right now, honestly.
I think he wants to pay for taxing effects. He knows this is going to be a counterspell war, and he wants to be on top. He's got
Well, he pays the time vault.
Yeah, he
I must have missed
discarded
that.
he
Okay.
discarded Time Vault to Thirst. That's why they
Okay.
said
I
he's
saw
switching
something
game plans.
yeah, all right. I saw something yeah, okay. I don't know why I didn't realize that. You guys mentioned it too.
It's fine. It's tough to manage two different people's thought processes, seeing both hands. It's you miss a lot
Yeah.
of stuff. Like I last year definitely said a couple lines where I said Snapcaster on Force of Will. Multiple people pointed out to me that doesn't work like that. It's flashback. You can't play alternate casting costs.
Yeah.
It happens. No worries. All right,
Here's
so
here starts the fight.
here starts the fight. So pay one, force pitching Ojitai.
How many spells have been cast right now?
Um,
Flusterstorm stops as force. So I probably just
Lotus.
fluster right now. If you Flusterstorm,
Yes, we're doing Storm right
yeah,
now.
he has to pay 4 on it, I think. Yeah, there's Storm is 3. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's starting the stack because he really doesn't want to discard.
So he
That's all.
Flusterstorms that you don't want to force because it puts you to 6 cards instead of 7. So you have to Flusterstorm right now. That puts you at exactly 7. You can draw up with your library again.
Yeah. So pay two. Yeah, he's paying two and fluster storming. Then Brian fluster storms back.
I can move the mic closer to my face.
Make you or two. All right. So fluster. So this is gonna be the longest. So I was right that this is gonna be the longest match. This is the only blue on blue.
Oh yeah, it's Brian. um,
I think the word is deliberate. The nice way to put it. So he want to pay. He is paying two and four, so that puts him under library. Yeah, no, I think I like Flusterstorm there. So then does Brian Flusterstorm, and then he gets blown out by Josh's Flusterstorm.
I do not like the force there at all.
A
So now
two.
uh,
He's very all in on this. So if he pitches, hold on. If he pitches Force to Force, paying one, he then has Flusterstorm, and then he has a Resolve Mentor, and Brian has a 2-1 and a Jason the Mind Sculptor he can't cast.
yeah, but if you draws a land from the Jason the Mind Sculptor, it's great.
All right.
Well, I guess
Yes.
Josh will still have a force up
Yes, he
even
will.
after the counter war.
I think I want to force pitching Force because I want the dig. I think I really want the dig through time because that's gonna refuel me when my opponent has just blown up his own hand. Because like this trading is, at the end of this, he's still gonna have Mentor in play, and then if Brian top decks a land, he can go Jace, bounce Mentor, but then it's not even good enough.
Well, I mean, what else can Brian do though?
Yeah, true.
He can't just let the mentor come down and
Yeah,
it's horrible things for him would happen.
yeah.
He would get his Thalia Swords and Josh would be digging through time and the game would be an absolute blowout if he lets it resolve.
Right, so Force. So now Brian's like, I gotcha. Here's Flusterstorm, and then Josh says, I'm sorry. I also have
I also have
Flusterstorm.
yeah. Yep.
Boom. I think this is going to be Windmill Slam of the Flusterstorm. Like, I gotcha. All copies
Hey.
targeting.
I mean, it doesn't really matter. You can counter either one, I think.
Yeah. And then Flusterstorm. Now imagine if Brian's last card in his hand was Mindbreak Trap.
Yeah, well, that's why. Well, it doesn't matter. There's a Thalia.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, they'll probably would lock that out. All right, so boom, boom,
Thalia
boom, boom,
locked it
boom.
out. Yeah.
All right, so Mind Twist for 6 has been cast, and
On both players.
on both players. Josh is under library. And does Brian draw a land? Draws a Mox, which costs one more.
Now Brian's gonna be complaining about Force to Torak for
Force the Torak.
like the next 3 days.
Uh, I don't know this Thalia, man. Thalia made that counter war pretty interesting. It did make it so Josh couldn't dig. You make that a target. This 4 digs was pretty crazy back when you could use that as a trump, like during a counter war. I remember that's something I really liked about dig is that it created a
Because
new counter war target.
that was the most absurd thing to restrict treasure cruise and leave dig unrestricted. Like, what were they thinking? You could just throw 4 digs into like any deck, and 4 digs and like a couple of gushes into any deck, and it was good.
I may have done that a couple times, and it
I definitely
was.
did that. I played Eternal Witnesses and Ghostly Flicker, and top aided with it. I was ghostly flicker, uh, ghostly flickering my 2 Eternal Witnesses, or my Eternal Witness and a Tolarian Academy to get Infinite Storm.
All right, so we're going dig, and he paid 3 for it. Rather, so what's he gonna leave in his graveyard? He wants to leave 2 cards, I'm assuming. Yeah, Time Vault and Lotus. Okay, yeah, definitely pay 3 for that. Leave Time Vault and Lotus. You have a solid.
Yeah, you got a Yawgmoth through right now.
Uh,
You
you think Brian just
you win.
flashes him
Yeah,
the hand, and it's like
yeah.
I've got Jace. Just keep going.
Probably not.
makes him monk with trumps the Thalia, even with its first strike. Right, so I don't know if he's gonna move the cards so we see um what he is gonna keep, but yeah, this is quite the game.
Yeah, Tom, you did Stasis Me in that top 8.
When you were
I built
flickering Eternal
I
Witnesses.
I built the Stasis deck, and then let Tom play, and then Tom wanted to play it. So yeah, and I was playing my terrible flickering Witness deck. It could not beat Stasis.
Oh man, of course. All right, so 2 of the cards. Is that the first ancestral in these 2 games we've seen? I think it is. What's Brian's graveyard? Yeah, wow, that's kind of crazy. All right, so we got here. So he gets so he keeps so he put on the bottom Sensei Top, Mox Emerald, Lotus Petal, Academy, and another Voltaic key. We go swords on make a
Yeah.
token.
Okay. Swords gets token. mm, His monk is unblockable.
Yep, his monk has, and then Mox Opal, make a token. I might concede to this. This
Ancestral,
is.
ancestral, make a token.
Oh yeah, he's got blue mana now. Jeez.
Wait. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Opal's
Mox Opal. He's
unbreakable.
got blue mana. Yeah, I wasn't. I was
Yeah,
like,
there's
where's?
3 artifacts. So it's just counted as artifacts.
I
Which is
just look.
definitely fair.
I look for colors when I look at 0 mana artifacts. Like rainbow ones are just
I,
weird.
I, I hate the new frames.
Yeah.
I know that I'm sounding like an old man right now, but I hate the new frames because you can't even tell what color any cards are anymore. Like an artifact used to be brown. Like it was
Yeah, right.
it's
It was.
blatantly obvious. Every card is like super light colored now. They all look like a white card used to.
Now here's comes the question. Has he played a land yet? He's gonna ask if he's played a
Not paying
land yet.
attention.
I have no idea if he's played a land yet.
It's just that
I guess not. I guess
thinking
not.
for so
He
long.
threw
Like,
that
yeah,
down very
not paying attention.
triumphantly. So,
Yeah.
Time Walk's gonna get the concession. I'm gonna say
Oh, yeah. No, Brian's not gonna.
get through
I mean,
this.
it doesn't really even matter.
Yeah.
Brian could want to play it out.
Yeah.
Instead. His monk, his mentor is like,
Oh wow, Brian's
what,
next
what?
card was Ancestral as well, but Ancestral into nothing. Ancestral into Pearl, Ponder, and Library. Needing the Mox when I cast Gush to put Jace out there. Yep. Oh wow, that was quite the match. That was a crazy stack.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Brian's hand was just too slow.
It,
Way too slow.
yeah, the library. It was all the library. Like no library, and that's a much different game.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah. I mean, it's library versus a slow hand by Brian. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I think if Brian has a faster hand than the library, he can invalidate the library with his deck.
Yes.
But he just had like the slowest hand.
Yeah. Couple lands, not doing
I don't.
much.
He would have had a turn that Thalia was like turn 5. It was a turn 5 Thalia.
Yeah, it was. It was. Yeah, just yeah. There's a lot of things that could have happened that game, and for Brian, and not much of it happened. All right, so we're gonna take a quick break. I'm actually gonna take down stream for a sec because we're getting some lag, but we'll be right back.